Ndisakhangela i-introduction right. Yes. Ndicela ubuza ngoba nabaqalayo ukufika. Cela siphakamise isandla sethu. Sekunene abaqalayo ukunibona ndimi apha. Okay. Ngobani abangaqaliyo ukunibona? Okay, let me use a universal language. Is it your first time seeing me here, holding the mic? If the answer is yes, I'd like for you to raise your right hand. Yes, okay. So I do see the numbers. And who does not see me for the first time? Okay, so I see 2 people. Now, okay, Mzali, because you know me, you'll have to tell me my name. Yes? Yeah. And again, there's something for the new people, for the benefit of the new people, there's something that you don't know. Maybe Mama will also share. Mama, what happens when I introduce myself? We leave Mzalkland is introduce. Okay, it's fine. We can blame age for that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know when I say growing, Mos, what you say? But you don't say it as if you just drank Stamet. You have to say it as if, I don't know, there's a needle on the chair, and then it's like growing, like, I said, you know? I know the age has already reached that point whereby we can't say it, you know, the vigor as our youth would. But I'd like for us to start, ne? Okay, so here goes. Are we all ready? I can't feel the energy. Are we all ready? Are we all ready? Okay. Growing? 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 Okay. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Now here's a second point. The second thing is, when I introduce myself, there's something that I like, and it's called eyes. I can imagine maybe on that day, by the way, I still don't have something on my finger. Yes, I still have something on my finger. So I want you guys to just give me that so that I can have the energy to speak to you guys. So I'm going to go like this. There's this young gentleman. His name is Anani. And then you're like, yes, did it Larry? Oh, Amazulu, did yes, did it Larry? Did yes, did it and then you clap hands. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. Are we all ready? Please guys, don't disappoint me. Okay. So there's this young boy who likes talking. He's got the energy. He's got the fire. He's brimming. His name is Anani, Amazulu, Larry, Mfengwana. Yes, man. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to greet you all again. My name is Anani Amazulu, Larry Mfengwana, and I'll be your masters of ceremony for the day. And I'd like to give you guys just a few house rules. First and foremost, if you go down the passage on the right, that's where you'll find the restrooms. So on the right-hand side, it's the mother's restrooms, and on the left-hand side, it's the gentleman or the father's restrooms, right? And then if possible, for the purposes of the whole presentation, it would be good for each and every one of us to put our cell phones on vibrate, if possible, on mute. I think that would help each and every one of us because for concentration purposes, right? But with that all being said and done, I see that you guys are still pressing on your phones. I'd like to give you guys a round of applause, man. I love what I'm seeing. Please, a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause. Yes, so I was having a very nice conversation outside, and it reminded me on what I should have an engagement about. But before we do that, let's kindly close our eyes and we invite the man who is high above. Lord, thank you for this wonderful opportunity that you've presented unto us. May you please be the mouthpiece of my lips, that whatever I say may edify your children, and may they find wonderful lessons. Thank you, and we appreciate you. Amen. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm reminded of a story of one of the wisest men ever. Not Solomon, but I believe it's a man that each and every one of us wouldn't know. But the story goes along at that man's backyard. They were having a lunch, or okay, nowadays we can say they were having a brunch. Now, he was asked a very interesting question, and I believe that that man was very smart in the manner that which he had presented the answer of the question. So he was asked the question, and instead of just responding, he stood up, took his glass of water, and he said, "Follow me." The man followed him, and you know these guys most with money. At their backyard, there's like a pond, and then there are like many trees. So this guy, he walks up, takes his glass, he walks towards the pond, and then there's that raft. He walks towards the raft, and then he stands there, and it's still, and then there's silence. The guy just pours a drop of water, and then he pours a second drop, and then he pours the whole glass empty. The man, being wondered by this, thought that he was going to say something. Then the gentleman moved from that. He went to the side where there are many trees. He asks them, "I have a mini forest behind my very big house. But within this mini forest, I would like for you guys to answer me this question. Do you believe that this is man-made, or this was here when I bought the house?" The people, of course, are paid because, when you speak to a wise man, you need to mark your words because this might be a trick. And they was like, "No, when you bought the house, it was like this." Then the man laughed. Then he said, "Let's go back to brunch." An old man got out of the midst of the trees, came inside the house, took 2 buckets, and inside those buckets were small trees that were to be planted. Now the man rose up and he said to these gentlemen, "Gentlemen, you asked me a very intricate question. What did you observe from what I was doing?" And one of the men, remember when you were a philosopher or a man of wisdom, in that time you would have people who are learning under you because they also want to be wise. Then this one is like, "Master, I saw you doing many demonstrations, but I didn't grasp a thing." Then the man said, "Allow me to kindly put it into words. The reason I walked you guys to the pond, and the reason I started with a drop of water, it is to show you that a small act creates a ripple effect. So what you do today has the capability of bringing up someone's future or bringing the downfall of someone's future. Because how you treat me now will also be the way I will treat someone else when I'm presented with the very same situation." Secondly, the gentleman goes and then he uses the illustration of the tree and he says, "The old man you saw walking out has given himself a mission of planting as many trees. He has been doing it for almost more than 50 years. So you can imagine the discipline of someone having to wake up almost the whole day planting trees. But now there's somewhat of a miracle that has occurred, that there's a mini forest at this guy's background. So what are the lessons we can grasp from today? Allow me to say, if you want to be something, you have to start by doing something. Allow me to say, the intensity of what you do will give you an intensity back. I think the Bible would summarize it to say you reap what you sow. And then it also says, a man who is a sluggard or a lazy man will sleep in the time of reaping, and he will cry at the time of harvest. So if you want to be a true investor, it doesn't necessarily need you to just put in the money. It needs you to feed your brain. It needs you to have other habits that are going to engross your life so that you can somewhat be an influence to the other person. And lastly, discipline, ladies and gentlemen. So with that all being said and done, I'd like for each and every one of you to ponder upon these words so that whenever you may be able to tell the other person what they're supposed to do. You may be able to live out the life that you want to become. And with that all being said, I'd like for you guys to please give me a round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, by the way, I'm a person who likes talking. And in primary school, this is just our little secret, ne? No one must know about this. In primary school, they used to have this thing called the demerit system, right? So whenever you talk in class, you would get the demerit system. So for me, my demerit system was full. The only problem my teachers couldn't go about is, man, Anani, you like talking, Anani, you like talking, Anani, you like talking. But what I've learned from this is, this talking has opened many doors. I'll tell you something, and because you're an audience that I love the most, I'll tell you something about myself, just one thing, not everything, because I need you guys to keep coming back, so that needs over some more news. Yeah. So one of the things is this. I remember in my high schooling career, there was an unfortunate thing that happened, and that unfortunate thing led for me not to be able to pay my fees. But because I was a person who liked talking to people, they recommended that I should be part of the chairperson of the RCL structure. That means gets this, almost the people who represent students. I was the chairperson there, and in the meeting, I was that bubbly character. Everyone knew me from the chairperson where school governing body to the lowest person. And what's funny is, the accountant once called me, and then she's like, man, I see that your fees are outstanding. And I was like, currently I'm not at a boat where I can speak on whether we might be able, because I'm speaking, trying to ponder, and of course, to shadow the dignity of my surname itself. And then she's like, I hear what you're saying, but before you go, there's something here. Don't put this to anyone's knowledge, but there's something here. Go and give this to your parents. You won't understand the legalities of it, but go and do this. And what's funny is, I remember getting feedback from my parents about the contract that they had to look at. And all I can say is, ladies and gentlemen, 95% of all my school fees were exempted. And the chairperson of the governing body said this: the reason we as the body take this decision is because we see something that other people do not. We believe that this young kid is able and will be able to do more. So ladies and gentlemen, don't allow anyone to switch off your light. Can we please get a round of applause? Thank you. Thank you. I so wish I had tissues, by the way, so just to add a bit of some drama. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. But ladies and gentlemen, are we still together? Growing? 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 Okay, I'd like for you to look at the person next to you, and then we're going to do it again with some energy this time. Are you ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Growing? 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 Yes, thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start again now. Okay, so that was my one, eh? So I think Mr. Nono, I need to give him something with some panache to it, something with some suave. Okay, are you ready? So okay, almost that thing. So I'm like, then yeah, what else, ne? Yes, we're gonna do it like that. But before that, ladies and gentlemen, for the man of the hour, the one and only, the man himself, Mr. Very Many Zeros. I'm telling you, Mr. Investor himself, Mr. I can make it if you can make it, Mr. I was there but now I'm here, Mr. I'm a living testimony. I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, the managing director of Growing Asset, the one and only, the man of the hour, Mr. Phumelele Nono. Mr. Nono tufike kaloku. Yes, okay, one more time, I can see he's coming. Okay, I'm going to do it again, but in Telamans, because this time didn't I think I put in a lot of energy, ne? Yo, Amanzadur. Okay, ready? Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Mr. Nono!
to see the smile. Some shareholders, they didn't smile today. What's the problem? What? You are smiling. I want to see the smile. How are you today? Welcome to Growing Asset. This is the time where we build South Africa. We are the first company in South Africa that built 10,000 entrepreneurs. Can I show you this? We are here to start today the journey of 20 years where we built 10,000 entrepreneurs in South Africa. Help me. Just calculate for me, just per year, how many entrepreneurs we need to build to invest. 500. 500 this year. We're starting tomorrow morning. That's why we are here today. I know some shareholders, they didn't manage to come, but you represent shareholders that they watch us at home because we need to move. We need to change people's lives. We work very hard in the growing asset business to develop people, paid profit share returns, annual dividends. Did you have shareholders that they received profit share return this month? Yes. Yes, some few shareholders that are here in the house, and we believe that we have more shareholders that they will continue get profit share returns. We are here to work with you. We start this journey for 20 years going together. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Phumelele Nono. I am the investment ambassador of Growing Asset. I am here to educate you how to invest at Johannesburg Stock Exchange, where you will find a business. It was started in 1887. I believe no one was here. 1887. As Growing Asset, we're the investment agent that we work with an investment broker that was licensed in Johannesburg Stock Exchange, 1952. So this is our duty to go around and educate people about shares, how to buy shares, and how to invest, and how to grow your business. Because remember, business, it's about starting something slowly, one step at a time. Then you can grow and your business can have a history. I know some people, they started small. They start in the street, they sell in the street, but today they have a big business. So we are here to build a history in Growing Asset. Before we can go forward, ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite my colleagues that are here today. Can you give them a round of applause? Before we start, thank you very much. Can you come, my colleagues? Come and introduce yourself before we start the program. Thank you.
Testing. Hello, Sissy. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks, and you?
I'm well. Let's introduce him. Hi.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, shareholders. Good afternoon, my parents and my colleagues. Well, my name is Zikona Mafani. I'm from Growing Asset Investment Group, and I'm under the Business Development Service Department. Thank you.
Afternoon, shareholders. My name is Ukonam Kalali. I'm in the Events and Compliance Department. My department is just making sure that we as Growing Asset are doing things by the rules and regulations of government, and you as shareholders comply as well, so that SARS doesn't take our money, so that the hawks don't follow us, just making sure that everything is in compliance.
Good afternoon, shareholders. My name is Sinalo Maliwa. I am a facilitator here at Growing Asset, and I am in the finance department. Thank you. Good afternoon, shareholders. I am Nosipo Ndamase. I am in ADRIC Research Department.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Annelisa Chandu, and I am a facilitator at Growing Asset, and I am in the communications department. I speak nice, ne?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bonnie Hlanganyana, and I am the boss lady. Jokes aside, I'm in the investment department, and we make things happen. And I think most of the time you guys hear about uponi this, uponi that. So we run the business for you, because when you join Growing Asset, we make sure that your money works for you whilst you're relaxing at home. And let me tell you something, Growing Asset is a small company, but we're a very big brand. The business is growing because our plan is to ensure that our people know about investment and that their future is bright, like diamonds. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, shareholders. Thank you very much. Because today we start a program to develop entrepreneurs, and some people, they didn't understand, because I've said, because we give respect to the shareholders, we can't just start this program in Port Elizabeth without first inviting the shareholders to join our business so that they can understand the business model. Why we invite you here? We invite you because you will start to get a training about developing your business. Are we together? Remember, in Growing Asset, we specialize with the capital investment, so we don't have a business in Growing Asset. You come with your business idea, we invest in your business. Are we together? But remember, before you do that, you need to go through the training. Unfortunately, we are under pressure. What is the time now? We are under pressure. Because by the 23rd of February, how many days left? 23rd of February, we need to give the first business owners the capital investment at ICC in East London, in the 23rd. So we work under pressure. We are late in terms of the target, but unfortunately, we have the business development agent, a well-experienced. He have experience, was overseas in Japan, in USA, training and study more about the business. And in South Africa, he works with NYDA, designing the business plans, developing entrepreneurs. He works with many big companies in South Africa. Because he's a well-experienced business development agent, we talk to him to assist us to help each and every shareholder who want to start the business. Before we can trust you, he will design your business plan, and Growing Asset will pay. Give a round of applause for that. We start tomorrow morning. Do you know our address? You don't know the address? Okay, can you just give them the address? Mafani. So that you cannot get lost, you go to the wrong offices in the morning. You need to come in the morning. Do you know Ring Street?
66.
Ring Road.
Green Acres.
Green Acres. Are we together?
Floor.
Third floor. You come to Growing Asset. Are we together? Yes. So before we start our presentation, we want to invite the legend, Mr. Gagata. Can you give me a round of applause? The legend. Okay, thank you very much. Remember, I just briefed you guys that I know he have a lot of work that he will do, because he goes around South Africa to make sure that he trains you so that you can understand the business before we can invest in your business. And he will work hard to design your business plan as well. So he's here today to make sure that he starts in Port Elizabeth so that we can have some shareholders. Remember, we don't just invest to any business. We invest to the business of shareholders. Are we together? So in other words, you must be a shareholder before we can invest in your business. He's working very hard. Last week he was in Tata. He's working very hard. Soon we'll take you to Cape Town. But I'm glad because he's not alone. By the way, Noma Mutsagata Umkapile and Kalanje Wavish Sandla Mamam Shaile Zandla. Thank you very much. Okay. just brief us some few things that we'll do. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. Nono, for such an illustrious introduction. Sometimes ngakapthethwa ngawe. Indeed, when I met with Nono some time ago, it was business.
Yeah.
We were struggling with something, and but we passed that now. And when I met him recently, and he introduced this kind of business to me, I was very excited. And he appointed me, my company, to be the one that is servicing the shareholders of growing assets.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
My company is known as Renaissance Consultancy. It was started in 2004. Personally, I was a small businessman, so I know what I'm talking about. Some consultants will give you theory, but I'll give you experience. I only worked for 5 years in my life, and I started a business, a manufacturing business, manufacturing cleaning detergents, Vaseline, glycerin, and some other stuff. And I was in that business for quite a number of years, until I decided that it was strenuous for me. I went on to another kind of business. I was also in farming. I did some farming. I had some plowing contracts with a number of communities. And until the 1994, when there was a white paper that was made for small business in South Africa, I was fortunate to be one of the 27 people from South Africa to be taken to the United States of America.
Wow, that's beautiful. Wow, that's beautiful.
There to study the synergies between small and big business. There was a project called the Blue Project, which was supposed to be taken to South Africa and emulated in South Africa. But it could not take off because of the blackness of the black people. It did not take off. Somebody hired his girlfriend, and those people who were trained were never hired in that project, and it failed. And fortunately, in 1997, again, we were required to write some paper about small business, and my paper was awarded a trip to Japan, where I was trained in business consultancy for small businesses. Small businesses in Japan are millionaire businesses, right? That's a small business. So one had to try and wrap it around his head how he's going to apply the knowledge there to the small business in South Africa. But fortunately, it is quite possible if you have run a business yourself and you know the difficulties of business people in South Africa. The problem in South Africa is that 80% of the businesses that are started fail within 12 months. I don't know whether you understand me. Only 20% go through. Growing Asset is here to make that history. Because Growing Asset is saying to me, Stanley Kagata, be the one who trains people to make sure that the businesses they start are sustainable over the next 20 years.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And you must develop 10,000 businesses, sustainable businesses within the next 20 years. That is 500 businesses.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
It's quite a mammoth task. It's a mammoth task, but I'm here. I will face it. We will face it together.
Exactly.
And the people who want to do business, actually, do you know that I don't make as much money as the people I mentored in business? I mentored a young man, but he's big in size. And I mentored him. Today he's a millionaire. I'm not. But when I sleep every day, I feel that I am a millionaire because of the amount of knowledge that I have passed to another person. I want to tell you that please join the training. If you can't now, we will have it a new group every month because we are chasing 500 this year.
Yes.
And the year has already started. We should have had at least 2 months of training now, but there were so many things. But I want to assure you that black business in South Africa is never going to be the same again.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Okay. Do we have someone who is the first time to come to join our presentation today? Do we have the first time? Someone is the first time to come and join us. It's you, my friend. Can you come and read us here, please? Can you read it? Can you come and read us for us, please? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Okay. We just want to show why we motivate shareholders to train business. Are we together? We manage your investment asset at JSE, you get the profit share returns, but we don't want entrepreneurs to rely. We don't want the shareholders to rely in the profit share returns. Are we together? Because the JSE is up and down. I think you have listened now what the Trump says in USA. Are we together? So there are a lot of problems. Are we together? Now we want shareholders who get profit share returns and start the business. Are we together? Don't worry. I know if you build a long term with the black market, they don't see the vision that you see. Are we together? Some shareholders, I phone them and say, come to the program, start a business, but someone does not understand why I should start a business if in growing asset I earn so much high amount in the profit share returns. Are we together? But I encourage you that you don't know your tomorrow. Are we together? Because based on the trading that we manage at the JSE, it's up and down. It can change anytime. You can get so much today, tomorrow you can get the lowest profit share returns. But if you have a business, you have a momentum for something that can assist you for the long term. How are you a shareholder? Are you a shareholder?
Yes.
Oh, Mshaili Zanda. All right. Okay, let us just share the testimony of this shareholder. I'm not going to talk about the name of this shareholder. Are we together? Yeah, but this shareholder, we educate him about shares, then we'll share the testimony. Then, while this shareholder gets this profit share return, we want also to come and start a what? A business, which means so far shareholders does not believe. Why we need to start a business but we earn so much? It is not like that. Are we together? Because you don't know your tomorrow. Do you understand? Okay. Let us just share this testimony. This shareholder, he earns how much? Let us just read the date first.
30th January 2025.
30th January 2025. This shareholder earns how much?
90,000.
90,000 rand. Give that a round of applause. 90,000 rand. Now, shareholders will not understand when we say come to the business. Come start a train for business, but you earn how much? 90,000 rand. Because the 90,000 rand come from the stock market. Are we together? Tomorrow, there's no possibility that you can get how much?
90,000.
90,000 rand. Hence, we encourage all shareholders of growing asset, come and start a what?
Business.
A business. Can you start a business and be the businesswoman?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, by the way, so encourage other shareholders, because some shareholders, they don't see a need that why we need to start a business but to get profit share returns. Are we together? So we must not depend on the stock market. Yes, it's good because the stock market started in 1887. Are we together? It's been a long time. But you need to start your own business today. We are growing asset. We'll just summarize our presentation. As growing asset, we educate people about investment. By the way, to invest in your business, it is also an investment. Are we together? The investment, it is not only to take the capital investment and trade at JSE. It is an investment also to invest to your business. Are we together, ladies and gentlemen? So our duty in growing asset, we educate you. We are the investment agent. We are not the broker. Are we together? You need to understand us. We are not the broker. We are the investment agent. We link you to the investment broker that is FSP license. Are we together? Whereby your funds are traded safely in Johannesburg Stock Exchange. There's a risk there. There is profits. There is losses. There is ups and downs. Are we together? That's why sometimes you find that there is also in delay in the exchange. Are we together? In the exchange of the currencies when you pay the profit share returns in your commercial bank account. Now, we also give our shareholders the financial report about the investment statement so that everyone can have the knowledge about the investment statement and the current report and the trading statement. We have a new product. Our product is called a preferred product. What is a preferred product? It's when we educate each and every shareholder how to trade in the stock market. The trading account will sit by our professionals, which is very soon we'll announce to the shareholders so that we can educate shareholders how to trade in the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. Free of charge. Free of charge. I know some people, they pay a lot of money to get the information about trading. Are we together? So in Growing Asset, we'll set up for you the trading account free of charge that will educate you how to manage the stock market and how to receive and manage the daily recurring signals in the stock market, this is the first product that we have. The second product, we have a savings pot. We have a savings pot. In the savings pot, it's when you can start to invest the little that you have from 100 Rand. The 100 Rand you can invest from savings pot, it can start to grow once it reaches 5,000 Rand. I just want to make sure that it's clear there, no? Yeah, I think we see better now. Now, if we can see there, no? The minimum is 100 Rand, the maximum is 5,000 Rand. Now, the minimum is 5,000 Rand, the maximum is 100 Rand. We give you a chance where you can, and as you invest, if you have 100 Rand, we say we can give you a chance of 6 months. In a 6-month period, you can manage to build 5,000 Rand. Because we cannot trade your capital investment if it is less than how much? 5,000 Rand. So if you have 100 Rand, you must understand you come direct to the investment pot. You keep your 100 Rand there. You keep your 500 Rand there. You keep your 1,000 Rand there. You keep your 2,000 Rand there. In a period of 6 months, then you have how much? 5,000 Rand. Then once you have 5,000 Rand, we congratulate you. We start to work with your capital investment to trade in the JSE. Then it starts to develop a profit for you. How do you feel about savings pot? Beautiful. Beautiful. So we don't have a shareholder. When you have 2,000 Rand, then we say, no, you can't come and invest to us. Are we together? But remember, we go to ICC in the 23rd of February. That's where it will start officially, this program. Are we together? Then we also have Growing Asset Assistant Fund Service. Growing Asset Assistant Fund Service with a minimum of 1,000 Rand, with a maximum of 500,000 Rand. We don't have shareholders. When you need 10,000 Rand, then you will go for a loan, not a shareholder of Growing Asset after the 23rd of February. Remember, 23rd is just how many days, Bonnie? 12 days. How many days left? 12 days. After 12 days, you will come, you will get the forms, the application forms. You will come, do you know the address of Growing Asset? Yes. If you need 66 Ring Road, if you need 60,000 Rand, you come to us. You come to us, I need 60,000 Rand, then we check in the system. It will operate official after the 23rd of February. By the way, on the 24th of February, it will start to work properly, successfully to all the shareholders. Listen very carefully, shareholders. Listen, you know, my heart was so broken. When we present this product at Mtata, one of the shareholders just asked me after the presentation, can I apply for 20,000 loan? This is not a loan. Are we together? Please, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a loan. It is an assistant fund service only for shareholders. You must understand, if you are not a shareholder, you cannot apply. If you are not a shareholder, you cannot apply. You cannot come and say, I need 20,000 Rand, I need 5,000 Rand. You cannot. You must be a what? A shareholder. Then it doesn't matter whether you are blacklisted. Today I was talking with one of the shareholders. I was worried that I'm in credit bureau. It is not about that. Are you a shareholder? Are you a shareholder? Yes. Then if you are a shareholder, we will check your value of your investment asset in Growing Asset. In Growing Asset, we work in a different way. We use the system that worked successfully in Spain in 1966. So if you are a shareholder, we just go to the system, we check how much do you need for assistant fund. You need 15,000, we check how much do you qualify based on your investment asset. Do you understand? What do you think this testimony of someone you have a profit share return of 90,000 Rand? What do you think he can qualify for how much? What do you think? You know, this shareholder, I have this shareholder, he just talked to me that he was in the bank borrowing the money. I say, but you don't listen. I was very angry. I say, you didn't listen to the group that we have something better than the loan. Because it's frustrated now, we need money urgent. Do you understand? Who can read for me? She get how much? You can read for me. Come, Mama. Give her a round of applause. Come read for me. I can shy that. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, this shareholder. Okay. Remember, the profit share returns comes every 3 months from the low risk investment. Are we together? Then from the high risk investment comes each and every month. Are we together? Yeah. So this shareholder, he earns how much? Just read.
153,000.
153,000. He earns in, it was which date?
On the 24th of December, 2024.
On the 24th of December, 2024. Mshaili Zandla, thank you very much. Then the reference, it is written there, our reference.
Absa Bank, Growing Asset.
Growing Asset, the big brand, that exchange the currencies. Thank you very much, thank you very much. Now listen very carefully, Then it was December because he earns every 3 months the profit share returns, So now he doesn't have money. Are we together? He needs money now. He's still waiting for March. Because remember, the 3-month financial cycle of a profit share returns from low risk. It goes for how many months? 3 months. So if you get in December, then it will be January, February, and March. Then you'll get when? On March, the profit share return. But the conflict started when he told me that he was in Standard Bank, borrowing the money, all that stuff. I said, no, you are not supposed to do that as a shareholder. You go for a loan. Are we together? Because we have a system that can benefit the shareholders anytime when you need the money. Are we together? Which is you cannot pay for many years. Are we together? By the way, it is not a loan. But as a shareholder, because you earn 153,000 rand, when you need 250,000 rand, you can get from growing asset 500,000, 250,000. Do you understand? So we educate our people. So hence, we want people who will come in East London, ICC, when we launch this program officially. Then when you come out of ICC, please don't forget to take the document, the application form of Growing Asset Assistant Fund. Then on a Monday morning, you start to apply. Can you show results? Beautiful. You want to apply for how much? 250,000? 300,000? 300,000? Then we need to check your value of your investment asset. Let me just tell you the secret. Even if, for example, they repossess, the banks repossess your house or your cars, everything, are we together? But if you have growing asset, it's impossible to take what you have. It is impossible. Yes. It is impossible. Within a notice of 7 days, we give you 500,000, 400,000. It will depend how much. Then you go and pay them. Are we together? You save your car, you save your house. You save your business. Are we together? Because remember, in growing asset, we paid up millions of rand in 2024 in profit share returns. We need to protect our shareholders. Are we together? Hence, we say to you, just the Growing Asset Assistance Fund, you will only pay 10% in 31 days. 10% in 31 days. Which means if you pay before 31 days, it's zero. You don't pay nothing. If you paid before 31 days. But within 31 days, if we give you 250,000, the 10% of 250,000 is how much? 25,000, which is 250,000 plus 25,000 rand. Let's say in 31 days you don't have 250,000 rand. Then you can just pay the interest of 1% per month. Every month, 1%, because you are the shareholder. Are we together? Now the business research department, they will start now to visit and check your lifestyle. What car do you drive? Are we together? You drive a car without installment, like Mr. Nono. We educate you to live a free life. And it is possible only if you believe. The reason we invite you here, forget about the problems. Focus, start a new life today. You will come with a lot of problems in this house. When you go out, you will never be the same. Because you come at growing asset. Are we together? The difference from the business that you know outside. What is the difference from growing asset and other businesses? This is a different business because this business, before we opened, we prayed. It's a different business. Before I come and present this business, I pray. It's a different business because we are here to change people's life in the difficult situation that we have in South Africa, where there's no hope in South Africa. Are we together? I don't know how many days you'll be here in Port Elizabeth, up to Friday, working very hard to build entrepreneurs. Do you see, ladies and gentlemen? Do you see, ladies and gentlemen? Ungami kaya laki, going all over South Africa. Make sure that each and every shareholder start what? A business. So tomorrow we start to get the applications from the entrepreneurs, which means you will start to be a student entrepreneur. Then we teach you the business, we invest in your business. I know it's not easy, there are challenges, but we must not focus to the challenges. We must focus to the success. Are we together? Shareholders, we talk about Johannesburg Stock Exchange. We talk about Johannesburg Stock Exchange. In the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, it's up and down. Are we together? It's up and down. It's where there's up and down. I think you can see properly our presentation, because we don't promise that if you invest, then you will get the same amount. It cannot be the same amount. It will be up and down. Are we together? I think you can see there. If you can see the graph there, it's going up, it's going down, it's going up, it's going down, which means you need to understand the type of a business. There will be time where things are not going up, but things are going down. Are we together? Now you need to understand that when you come to this business, you can't invest 1,000 and get 500 Rand all the time. Are we together? We have shareholders, they invested 1,000 Rand, they get 540 profit share return in December. You can't get 540 all the time. Are we together? So we have some challenges when it's drop in the market value. Then people, they start to shout now and become angry. This is the model of the business we need to understand. Are we together, shareholders? We have 3 products in our business. We have the product that is called Growing Asset Access Fund. Growing Asset Access Fund, the minimum is 1,000 Rand. You invest 1,000 Rand, the minimum, and it is designed to get profit share returns each and every single month. Are we together? Unfortunately, we're still continuing with Access Fund. We have low-risk investment. The minimum of low-risk investment, it is 5,000 Rand. The low-risk investment, you get profit share returns every 3 months. So in other words, you have the investment that can get a profit share returns every month. Access Fund, Growing Asset Access Fund. We have Growing Asset Low Risk Investment that you can get profit share returns every 3 months. We have Kulanati Investment. Kulanati Investment, the minimum investment is 100. Ubega nje ubungunane 100 Randi. The 100 Rand that you can invest, you can get Kulanati dividend, Grow With Us dividend in 3 years, when you have 3 years. So in other words, in our business, we have monthly profit share returns from Growing Asset Access Fund. Are we together? With a minimum of how much? 1,000 Rand. We have Growing Asset Low Risk Investment. Are we together? With a minimum of 5,000 Rand. You get a profit share returns every 3 months. We have a minimum of 100 Rand, where you invest and you get a dividend of Kulanati in the space of 3 years. Are we together, shareholders? So when you have 100 Rand, you can invest in 3 years, you get returns. When you have 1,000, you can invest in 31 days, you get returns. When you have 5,000 Rand, you can invest in 3 months, you get profit share returns. Are we together? Then let's go there. Can we show you the graph? I hope, guys, you see properly, because there's no proper screen there. Do you see here, ne? You don't see properly. Okay, let me try to show you again. I think it's much better now. It's much better now, ne? Yeah. Hey. Italy presentation. Again, must present that. I want. I can't silence that being a wang. I want. Yeah. I think siyabona ke ngoku ne yona ndawo ekufuneka siyibone ke lena kuba le iyenza singavali endleleni yona funeka iboniwe. All right, payas the total compound interest. Siyayibona pay total compound interest? The total compound interest, that is the capital investment that we are invested. We have a shareholder that is invested 5,000 rand there. Do you see that? Yes, listen very carefully. That 5,000 rand, when we invested in the low risk investment, ne? What is the advantage? The advantage, you get what is called a profit share return. A profit share return, we want you to think about the X. Are we together? And what, Pony? And what? Yeah, exactly. Now, you need to understand that each and every profit share return you get, it is your X. Are we together? Sometimes can be 2X. Do you understand? Sometimes can be 3X. Do you have a picture? It cannot collapse, but it will be up and down. That's the model of the business. Are we together? Which means we need to check the market movement. Do you see the market movement? The market movement, that's why we give you the report that when we exchange at the JSE, the market movement, it was the value of 17 rand 73 cents. Are we together? So let us just assume, I don't say is going to be like that. Let us assume. Let us just count. If it profits 2,000 rand per quarter, can we calculate, please? 2,000 rand per quarter. Then how many quarters do we have per year? Then 2,000 rand times 4. That's 8,000 rand. That's 8,000 rand. Are we together? That you profit as a shareholder. 8,000 rand times another year, which is times how much? It's how much? 16,000 rand. Are we together? Now we need people who think big in this business. Unfortunately, we have bad luck in this business. We have many people who think small. We have many people who come and they're angry. They come to the office. Why it is down now? Why I get so much? Last time I get 8,000, this time I get 4,000. Why? You don't understand. It was started since 1887. Listen, let me just tell you the secret. Ne? That's why we are here in Growing Asset to educate black people, because we have 11 million people in South Africa who own the investment asset at JSE. We have 11 million people. 48 million people, they don't know. They just see the JSE on TV. They see the value of the rand. They don't know what's going on. It's dark. It's black. They see the British pound every day. They see the British pound. They don't know what's going on. Every day. After the news, there's a message that comes that shows you how much the value of the rand, how much the value of the US dollar. They don't know. We have people that buy to SPAR every single day. They don't know how to buy shares at SPAR. You buy at SPAR, you don't know how to buy shares at SPAR. You don't know to check a share price where? At SPAR. There's a SPAR in Summerstrand here. How many people they go and buy in that SPAR? Let us check the share price today. If you buy the share at SPAR today, just today, if you can go and buy today, it is not difficult. People, they like to make things difficult. Hence, we are here as Growing Asset to educate you. Are we together? To educate you, ladies and gentlemen, to educate you. Our business, we just educate people. Then we connect with the investment broker. The good thing is when you want to go out, we can give you a form, you can sign a form and take back your capital investment. You don't lose your capital investment, not in Growing Asset. If you need your 20,000 rand, you are welcome to take it back anytime. Do you understand? So as long as there is working for you, let us go and see the share price for SPAR today. SPAR share price today. SPAR share price today. Only today. You see how much the value today, Mama? How much the value per share?
14,535.
Okay. Funa nimvenonke nizomshayela izandla yiyolo ebethenga iSPAR namhlanje.
14,535 rand.
14,535 rand. Shayela izandla just for today. Per what? Per what? Per share. You need to have 14,000. We have 14,000 today. Do you have 14,000? Come and join. Are we together? How many shares do you want to buy at SPAR today? How many shares do you want to buy? 5 shares, which means 14,000 times? 14,350, eh? 14,000, let's calculate, 14,535 times 5. You must know how to calculate. It's how much? It's how much, Mama? 72,675. Then you are in now. You become a shareholder. Each and everyone who goes and buy there, you get shares. You know, let me just tell you the secret about shares. If you can have a knowledge and learn how to invest in shares, in the next 200 years, you will not be here. But the JSE will continue existing. Do you understand? In the next 150 years, you will not be here. But people, they will still go at SPAR. Are we together? Now, when you think about shares, you think for the future. The future generation. We don't want people who think small. You think for today. Are we together? You think for the future. Think about the next 250 years when we are not there. Your children, of your children, they benefit years to years in the profit share returns at JSE. We talk about the history. A business was established in 1887. Who was here in 1887? 1887. When it was established, JSE, 1887. Do you understand, ladies and gentlemen? So this business will come down and up. Come down and up. This business, but it's there. The bottom line is there. The profit share return will come down, will come up, but the bottom line is there. Let me just share the story with this lady. We were together in Grahamstown. She says, Mr. Nono, this profit share return I earn is equal with my income. She didn't go out and work, but she's equal with my income. You understand? Let me just show you. So that's why we need to educate people so that people, they may understand. Are we together? They may understand. So if you understand this system, and then also if you keep praying for us, please don't put pressure on us. Help with us. Are we together? Because we still have 48 million people who doesn't know this. We need to build them. Are we together? Because in South Africa, we only have 11 million people who have this information. So we want to work hard. We have 20 years plan to educate many people about this program. Do you see this person? She was so shocked and she was so surprised. When she earned this money, she was so surprised. You understand? Come, get that. Let's talk about the date. The date it was?
30th of January 2025.
2025. She earned amount in profit share returns
15,300.
15,300. Can you share this on? 15,300. Look, this 15,300, this person, he didn't wake up and go and whack. Because remember, as black people, we educated that in order to have money, you must go and whack. That's a slavery system. I'm sorry if I broke your heart. I'm sorry if I broke your heart. You understand? Let your money must work for you. Are we together? Let your money must work for you. Are we together? Yeah, imali yako mayikusebenzele imali yako. Imali yako mayikusebenzele. So we have many people, they don't understand this system, but we will be patient and educate them so that they can understand this system. Okay, just for the last time, just read this. I have a painful story. I want to share the story. Ne? For someone, please don't follow this. Maybe it cannot work for you. Ne? You must use your own system because you are created differently. Are we together? I have a story for someone. She was struggling. She lost a big amount of money from scams because we have people who go and invest without knowing that it is a scam. Lost a big amount there. She started to work in 1987. Then after I started to work in 1987, then she get the pension. Then someone show her the scam that, look, if you invest there, you will get a lot of money, all that stuff, everything. Do you understand? Then she took the big amount of money, invested in the scam. The scam was gone with a big amount. Are we together? So when we talk in the office, he came to the office, she cried tears. I said, no, don't worry. You get a good business now. I will educate you bit by bit, slowly. But start small, don't start big, start small. He left with a small amount of money. But I say with a small amount of money, we can build up something and your life will change. We understand? So she's so excited because her life started to change in December 2024. And she dreamed that he can go back to the same standard. And in Growing Asset, we rebuild lives. Your life is a broken pieces today. But I promise you, if you are patient, at least for 3 years, are we together? You're not going to be rich overnight. Give yourself at least 3 years. Walk with us. Then you will see a bigger picture. Life will change. So in December, I'd like to share this story because in December she cried tears when she got the profit share returns. Are we together? But she took a risk. That's why I took a risk. That's why I don't want other people to take that risk. Because he goes and borrows the money and add to the capital that he has to buy the shares. Are we together? But the good news came in December, 22 December, when he phoned me. Just read the testimony. She get how much from Growing Asset?
She gets 72,000.
72,000. Can you no more? She cried tears, and then he paid from?
Absa Bank, Growing Asset.
Growing Asset. It's a painful story. Are we together, ladies and gentlemen? It's a painful story, but at the same time, God changed and made the miracles. Are we together? After struggling. Thank you very much, Mama. Thank you. I believe we will be one of the successful shareholders. Receive it. Receive it. So hence I've said to you, ladies and gentlemen, that if you are patient, but if you are not patient, I'm sorry, this business, it is not for you. If you want to be rich overnight, I'm sorry, please don't come and join here. If you want to be rich overnight, If you want to invest the money today, then tomorrow morning you want to see millions. Sorry, you come at the wrong door. We don't have a table. When we say if you invest 5,000 rand, it will give you 15,000 rand. We don't have a table. Are we together? We show you what it is real. There's ups and downs. Are we together? There'll be good times and bad times. The reality is, if you are patient, you will make it. Are we together, ladies and gentlemen? So, look, this shareholder there, I think you see better than. This shareholder invested 400,000 rand. Do you see them? The shareholder profit 160,000 rand in 1 quarter. 160,000. Now, how many quarters that we have per year? 4. Can we calculate 160 times 4? It's how much? It's how much? 720,000 rand. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we don't want people, when they go out, in your mind you have 720,000, because it's up and down. You will invest 400,000, you will not get 160,000. Do you understand? What if you get 80,000, you will be disappointed? Because you expect 160,000. It doesn't work like that. It depends to the financial market. Do you understand, ladies and gentlemen? So hence we need shareholders that they will have a history that we started together in 2025. If you can test this program in the next 10 years, in the next 10 years, you focus. You don't listen negative things. You focus. You know where you're going to. Are we together? Because you build a wealth generation for your children of your children. Don't worry about other people. Don't worry about other people. They were, you know, in Fort Beaufort, someone told me that this business, growing asset, will be not here in 2025. We understand? Then when someone there get 81,000, I send the message. Because you must understand, it is not about growing asset. It is about who is behind growing asset. Do you understand? Growing asset came 2023, but we are backed up by billionaires behind us. Are we together? It's not about growing asset. Growing asset is an investment agent. It's not JSE. It's an investment agent that connects you with an investment broker at JSE. Are we together? So your capital investment is managed by the investment broker at JSE, not growing asset. Are we together? So anytime, anything that can happen growing asset is not going to affect your capital investment because the broker is there. Are we together? So hence people, they don't understand. Remember that before I've run this program, I was working for the broker. But I talked to the broker that I want to educate black people about this program because they don't know about financial market. I'm sorry to tell you the truth. You don't know, I'm sorry. If I broke your heart, I'm sorry. Are we together? So you must understand that what I'm doing, it is my calling. It is my calling to educate people, and we are not selling anything. We sell the information. We give the information. That's why we don't allow people, when you come here, don't go first to the tavern and drink and come here. You're not going to listen properly. Don't go and start to Tops and drink some few wines there. Are we together? Be sober when you come here. Savannah shoulders. Why? It is because you must not make mistakes. You must calculate properly. Because once you understand the basic foundation, then we know in the next 15 years, you'll always get the profit share returns, annual dividends, and ups and downs. That's what is important. You must understand these ups and downs. So please don't see the person where the person profit 160,000, then you think, man, let me invest 400,000, I'll get 160,000 all the time. It doesn't work like that. We have a currency report. It depends how it works, the market, like the US dollar, the British pound, and the exchange. So it depends how it works there. Then we also have a trading statement. In the trading statement, we have total profit and the total losses. I know people, they don't want to hear about total losses. They only look the one side of the total profits, not the total losses. You must understand, in this business, there is losses. Are we together? Then we have Kulanati. When you invest your 100 rand, the minimum is 100 rand, the maximum is 2,500. For how many years? For 3 years. Remember, in 3 years, you get dividend and growing asset access fund. Growing asset access fund, it's where you get a profit share returns every month. Then we have shareholders that they like to go out and talk to people. When you talk to people about growing asset access fund, once you talk about 5 people, you introduce them, you get how much? 1,000 rand. It is not a network marketing business, but it is a referral business. If you talk with 10 people, you get how much? 2,000 rand. So if you educate people to join Access Fund, 15 sign-ups, 3,000 rand. Are we together? Now in ICC, we will have prizes. First prize, the most shareholder who bring more production will get 15,000 rand. Kanisha Elizan, 15,000 rand. The second prize, 10,000 rand, and the third prize, 8,000 rand at ICC. Next week, next of 12 days to come. There is someone who get every time when he introduce people 4,000, 6,000, but in ICC you will get 15,000 rand. Then in growing asset, low risk, you know what? Why we pay more people in the low risk investment? Let me just tell you the secret. The advantage of a low risk investment, we have 100% guaranteed that when you want to take back your money, you get it back. That's why we encourage people in this product, because this product, it is a low-risk investment. So in the low-risk investment, we have a high reward. Once you talk with one person, you sign one person, you get 1,000. One person, 1,000. Are we together, shareholders? One person, 1,000 rand. 5 people, 5,000 rand. Are we together? We encourage people who are selling the low-risk investment, because in the low-risk investment, when you say, I want back my 50,000 rand, you get it back. That's the advantage of a low-risk investment. If you have 10 people, you sign up with the low risk, you get how much? 10,000 rand. If you have 20 people, you sign up in low risk, you get how much? 20,000 rand. Who can sign one person every day? In 31 days, you have 30,000. I'll try. Thank you, shareholder. Go and try. Go and try. 30,000 rand. Are we together? 30,000 rand. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in ICC, the first prize in ICC, it's 20,000 rand. 12 days to come. The company pay you 20,000 rand because you sign up 20 people, but because you are productive in the company, you will get 20,000 rand when you come back out of the door. on the 23rd. And the second prize is how much? 15,000 rand. And the third prize, how much? 10,000 rand. So how many people are coming? How many people are coming, shareholders? Let me just tell you a secret, shareholders. If you come, you will sleep with discounted ICC. If you come. We prepare something nice for you. When you wake up, you eat the breakfast. Are we together? You will enjoy. So if you come as a group, like you have a taxi, whatever, or you are the group of people, then we will also assist you with petrol. We're not going to pay the full amount, but we'll pay a portion. If you don't come alone, you come as a group. Kanisha Elizandla. So we want to encourage you. We also encourage people that when we invite you and say, spend time out of PE, come and enjoy. Are we together? Because we prepare for you to go to Mauritius. Because remember, at ICC, we will report the list of people that are going to Mauritius. They will go with growing asset. In 2025. Are we together? So kauzame manukuza man siyavana bantu bakuthi kauzame ukuza, and you must understand that if you come there you will never be the same. Come there. Izobona izinto zisenzeka. Are we together? Izobona izinto zisenzeka. So kuzaba mnandi abantu bakuthi ICC in growing asset, when you have 50 people you signed up in the low risk investment, we pay you how much? 50,000 rand. How many people they want and 50,000 rand in the house? 50,000 rand. Do you have 50 people in your phone? 10 them and be the prospect shareholders. Are we together? We have a Kulanati business referral. Kulanati business referral. In the Kulanati business, it's when you educate people to invest 100 rand. Don't undermine 100 rand. Remember, there are people who spend thousands of rand, but it is very difficult to invest 100 rand. Are we together? So don't undermine 100 rand. By motivating people to invest 100 rand in growing asset, you get paid how much? 500 rand. You know, there's a lady in the office, she is specializing with 100 rand. If you have 100 rand, come and join. Come and join. Are we together? If you have 10 people, you have 1,000 rand. 20 people, you have 2,000 rand. You see how it works? 15 people, 1,500. And then in ICC, the first prize is 5,000 rand. You'll get 5,000 rand by motivating people to invest 100 rand. You will reward that 5,000 rand. And by motivating people to invest 100 rand, the second prize, it will be 2,000, and the third prize will be 1,000 rand. So is ICC. In ICC, we'll be launching a big program, a mobile presenters. We'll have a mobile presenters in ICC where we'll train shareholders who want to learn how to present this business. Are we together? We need to have a grade 12. You must have a grade 12 and a driver's license. If you don't have grade 12, you can go to ABET. If you look to Savuli to ABET, you can go to ABET and apply for grade 12. Are we together? The good thing is, if you are a mobile presenter, we will train you how to present this business. Are we together? After the ICC, we will have different presenters who talk about growing asset. Are we together? Because you are the presenter, will be trained, you have the license. Your license will have the allowance of 3,000 rand, that certificate. So as a presenter, you have 3,000 allowance every month. And if you sign one person in growing asset, low risk investment, you have 1,000. 10 people, 10,000 rand. Are we together? In Access Fund, 5 people, 2,000 rand. Are we together? So as you go and market other business, it's how much? 1,000 rand, 1,000 rand. So the good thing is, if you are a presenter, you have the advantage. The advantage being a presenter, you get a car. When you drive to present, you drive the car that is not branded. Growing Asset will give you the car, the equipment to present, and 3,000 rand, and you still sign 10 people and get 10,000. Are we together? So you have opportunity. If you want to present it Cape Town, the company will fly you up to Cape Town because you are third. That's where we will give out the applications for people they want to start to become a what? A presenter. So you will apply. Ingathi ngokhangela ke certificates akusifutulule. Esinye sesinosithuli. Are we together? Then yolungisa license yakho. Siyavana bantu bakuthi. We have 90 cars are waiting at Suncar Rental for shareholders to drive and make the business. This is not a joke. This is serious. Are we together? So after the 23rd, we will start to check who can be the presenter. Now I'm going to Phumelele Nono present. Hey, sitiniwe man. Siyasebenza kula office. Phinda uzopresenta. Yeah, so ngosizawunika presenters. Are we together? What a great opportunity. We have a car. You have 3,000. You still market the product. Are we together? Do you understand, ladies and gentlemen? You still have shares. You get a profit share returns. So you will talk to the client that whether you join or not, but my shares are growing at JSE. Don't do a favor for me. I don't beg you to join. So on the 24th, that's where we will start now to send out the applications for all people they want to be the professional presenters. Then we have a risk capital. A risk capital, it is designed for shareholders when we invest in your business and your business you have challenges, then you can come and apply for the risk capital. If you have informal business, let's start this side. That side, if we have informal business, you can see the minimum, it's 500 that you can apply for. The minimum is 500, the maximum is 30,000 rand. It's for business, not for you. Are we together? It's for business. When you have financial problems, you can apply for risk capital. Then which means we can approve risk capital to develop your business. It is not a loan. Why it is not a loan? Because we invest in your business, then you can start to pay after 12 months. There is no interest for 12 months. 0% interest for 12 months in the risk capital for your business. Are we together? Now let's go for formal businesses. The minimum is 1,000 rand, the maximum is 5,000 rand. Do you understand? You can apply from the not less than 1,000. You cannot apply more than 50,000 for your business, not for you. For your own business, not for you. For your own business. We don't talk about you. We talk about business. Risk capital is for business, not for you. We expect to see shareholders that have business and at the same time they have their own shares. Are we together? We already have shareholders who own shares from the business and own shares in the personal entity. Are we together? So that's what we expect. So the risk capital, let me just make example. Do you still remember the Growing Asset Assistance Fund? The Growing Asset Assistance Fund is for you personal, not for business. Do you understand? if you apply for 50,000 Rand for Growing Asset Assistance Fund, it's for you. Then you can apply for asset risk capital. It's for business. Are we together? Do you understand, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you very much. So now you are here in Ilong. That's why we are here today. Kanisha Elizand, give that a round of applause, please. That's why we are here today in Summerstrand. What is the date today? 11 of February. Let me just tell you something. To be here, it is not your plan. Maybe you think it's your plan. It's not your plan. It is a plan of God. We start a journey of building 10,000 entrepreneurs today. Today! Yes. Are you sure? Are you ready? Today. So the legend is here today. We start, you'll be here until Friday, building entrepreneurs in PE. Are we together? Until Friday. So we make sure that we work under pressure so that by the 23rd, we have entrepreneurs from Port Elizabeth. They go to East London in ICC. When they go, they are frustrated. When they come back, they smile. Because in PE, not less than 10. Whether you are lazy or it's difficult for you to study, but not less than 10. Not less than 10 entrepreneurs in ICC. On the 23rd, that is, they will be rewarded the capital investment in 2023. In 25. In 25. On the 23rd. On the 23rd. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to encourage the first group that please don't disappoint us, because we build history that we started with you. Are we together? So please, guys, when you get the capital investment, don't think about the couch. Hey, the next couch is a kopokileyo. Let me buy the new couch. Are we together? Please don't think about the car that you always wish to buy. The capital investment is not for the car. It is for business. Are we together? So we want to see shareholders that will run successful business, and we have the reward for you. You will have a capital investment. As you go along, when you have challenges, there's a risk capital that can assist you to build your business. Are we together? There's a coaching, there's a mentorship. Are we together? Thank you very much. So in Growing Asset, that's why we call you today. We don't want to start this program because, you know, guys, sometimes there are many things that they can create conflict. We say it is very important, before we start training, we must announce. Are we together? Everyone must see, everyone must know about that. Are we together? And every shareholder is welcomed. Are we together? To start a business. Now, the 20 years plan of Growing Asset, of building 10,000 entrepreneurs, then in ICC, we will start to reward. This is the first program. Wow, Kanisha Elizad. This is the first program, ladies and gentlemen. SIF level 1. SIF level 1, every quarter you get a capital investment in your business. Every 3 months. How it works, this program. This program, you start to get a capital investment of 5,000 Rand. You run your business in 3 months, you bring back to the office, you give the report. When you give the report, we give you 10,000 Rand. When you go out, Kanisha Elizabeth. In the next 3 months, when you come back, you give the report, we give you how much? 15,000 Rand. You go and run your business. Then when you come back, you submit the report, we give you how much? 20,000 Rand. You continue, go and run your business. You come back with the report, we give you how much? We give you how much? 30,000 rand. You don't pay back. It's a capital investment. We invest in your business, in your mind. This is the first program that we have in our business. So we need 5 student entrepreneurs that will start this program on the 23rd. They will start there. We build millionaires, we start small. The second program will also need 5 in this side. For the people that they will study for a period of 6 months, going and attending the trainings. Are we together? So as you attend the training, listen very carefully. As you attend the training, we invest in your mind. We invest in your bank account. This is a different company. When you come and attend the training, you have a training allowance. Are we together? A training allowance. By attending as a student enterprise, you get 1,000 allowance. Remember that program is for how many months? 2 months. 1,000 times 2 is how much? Which means in the first stage, you get 2,000 rand as an allowance. We go to the next stage. The next stage, you get how much? 2,000 allowance, not 3,000 rand. 2,000. 2,000 allowance. In stage 2, it's 2 months. Are we together? You get 2,000 allowance. It's for 2 months. 2,000 times 2 is how much? 4,000 rand. It is an allowance as a student enterprise. Are we together? Then in the stage 3, it's how many months there? 2 months, which is it's how much per month? 3,000 rand. 3,000 rand times 2? 6,000 rand as a student enterprise of growing asset. As a phone is student enterprise is Kwebileyo. Are we together? Welcome to the home of money. Are we together, ladies and gentlemen? By the way, it's not a training tomorrow, it's a registration. Are we together? People have businesses. Are we together? Can you just give me the plan for once we finish 10 people? How many people you need in the class? Just brief them so that they can have. Just give the round of applause for the lessons.
Okay, we need a minimum of 10 learners, a maximum of 20 per class. We can't go more than 20. So, because there will be some case studies and some exercises to do and some introspection, most. You need to know who you are when you're going to go into business. You need to realize yourself. So we'll be doing all that. So we need a class, a manageable, between 10 and 20. Yes, we'll be registering, but we are ready to start the course tomorrow. I have got training manuals, 20 of them. I understand you have 13 people at the moment. We're short of 7. So, it's 18 now. Yeah, so we're short of 6. So, no corner, go or register. We will be starting right away in Gomson Plegas. We're not registering. We're starting at 9 o'clock. And then for 2 hours, because this one is going to be a little bit longer, these 2 or 3 days are going to be a little bit longer because we should have started January. So we'll be trying to cover up so that ngala 23rd, level 1 or level 20. But we will need to start tomorrow. I think we'll have 3 or 4 hours tomorrow. Tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and we'll leave here on Friday. We're trying to catch up with everything. Come to Nombuzo, Mosne. i-venue kupha office in Ring Street number 66 Ring Road, third floor, Riga's building, third floor. That's it. We will be there. Let's meet there. Because I'm a man.
Okay, before what about other people? Because we have the batch of 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't cover that.
Yeah.
Every beginning of the month, we take a new class, right? So, 1st of March, we're registering new ones. So you better be in the list, be listed 100. Tina South, 1 to 20. This month, 40, 20. Next month, 60, 20. The other month. So that as I pay 6 months, next month because we calculated it that way. If ni anisboni eBhayi, it is because sizabe sisenza nezinye indawo. And it's this course, though it's 6 months, it's not continuous. Ayonto ungathi ngumntana esikolo ne siyenza uhambe uyohlafuna siphinde sibeke enye date senze uyohlafuna, because all you want apha yi result yokuthi now you are confident as an entrepreneur. You are confident that you are able to face anything which is in the business world, So what we will be building here is a character of an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
More than ukuthi saka in the for exam. We're not having any exams, but you have to concentrate. You have to take it seriously because it will help you. It will really help you. The information we'll be giving you will be helping you. It will cause you to introspect. Man, I can do it. Kukhona abantu bangazaziyo abenza nje baya phambili because it was into zongabi namasagcinezelwa ngabelungu, and we have no direction. We think we don't have a direction. But if somebody can tweak your mind a little bit, then you will realize yourself and you will know that you are a great business person.
Thank you very much. I'm so excited to see at the end of this year, we have many shareholders who are running the business. Are we together? Remember, we are running very hard to trade for you in the stock market. Are we together? So as we're busy in the stock market, you're busy running your business. Are we together? Yeah, so it's a good partnership. Are we together? It's a good partnership, and I'm so excited. And I want to thank you very much, Tatrika Gatane. Thank you very much. I think we take pension at the right time. Whereby you develop black people. Are we together? We help black people. And there's only one thing that I like about this. He's also told me that it's a calling to develop black entrepreneurs. Remember, he's passionate about this because in this age, going all over South Africa, Durban, all over, Cape Town, are we together? Yeah, it's a passion to help other black people. And let me just tell you the secret. We have people who give up in their lives. We have people who give up in their lives. Some people, their ideas, they take it, they submit it to one of the business entities, they steal the idea. Then your heart was so broken because each and every time you see someone is running a business, developing big capital investment, is making a profit with your idea. Are we together? But let me just tell you something. What is invested in your mind, no one can take it. That's the secret. Are we together? So as from tomorrow, come up with a fresh mind that I start my life. It doesn't matter of your age. When the owner of KC started, this one in this age, what age? So you can't. Okay. So you can't say, God, why you bring this blessing in an age of 68 years? Are we together? When God brings the blessings for you, accept the blessings. Are we together? So I'm so excited. We have people who will come and start a business in an age of 68 years. I'm so excited, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, after we train you this program, because remember the 1,000 Rand that you get is the training allowance. It is not a capital investment. You must be clear about that. Are we together? The 2,000 Rand you get there is a training allowance. So the training allowance is going to your personal bank account. Are we together? It goes to your personal bank account. Are we together? Then the stage 3, the 3,000 allowance you get there is a training allowance. It goes direct to your personal bank account. Are we together, ladies and gentlemen? Now, who can calculate the training allowance in total in 6 months? How much the total do you get there? Who can tell me? 12,000 Rand. Now, who can tell me the aim is to have 30 batch of people per training? 20. Then let's calculate 12,000 Rand times 20. It's how much? It's how much? 240,000 that we invested to different student entrepreneurs. Are we together? 240,000 Rand. Are we together? For you as a student entrepreneur to have a what? A training allowance. Are we together? Then for the student that they achieve their success, we will reward them, where we will invite all the student entrepreneurs wearing your suit, your beautiful shoes. Then we will celebrate with them for those who will go for the achievement certificate of 50,000 Rand. So 12,000 Rand, it was an allowance. Are we together? 50,000 Rand, it's a capital investment to start your own business. Kanisha Alexander, ladies and gentlemen. Kasha Alexander, entrepreneur. This shareholder get 50,000 Rand. We started, it was in 27 September 2024, where we start this program, we test this program. 50,000 Rand was invested to this shareholder, and today is running a business through growing asset. Are we together? Now we want to, we want to make sure that now we encourage every shareholder to take one step forward to build your business. I'm so excited for the people who think big for a long term, because remember, we started to invest 5,000 Rand in your business. But in 3 years, do you see there? Do you see 3 years? In the 3 years role, in your business, you will be achieving the ISM level 1, when we will invest 250,000 Rand in your business. The 250,000 Rand that will invest in your business, each and every 3 years, will invest your business. ISM level 2 will invest 500,000. It's a long term. So if you have a short-term goal, you can't see where are we going to. Are we together? In the ISM level 3, we will invest 1 million in your business. IMS level 1. Now, guess what? How many years you will be there in the business? That 3 years, 6 years, and 9 years. Do you understand? how it works, the program. So remember, it's a long term. So in the process, when we run your business, in the 3 years process, when you have a problem in between, we have a risk capital. Are we together? The risk capital sustain you until, if you come from 250,000 until you reach how much? 500,000. Now you need to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that when you understand where are we going to, when we take one step with you, because you started with a small amount of money, we test you in the small amount of money, that are you loyal or not? If you are not loyal in 5,000 rand, how can we invest 500,000 in your business? I'm so worried about people as we start tomorrow, when they will get 5,000 rand, someone think about the grocer. I'm so worried about those people. Are we together? Because remember, when we say bring the report, where is 5,000 rand? You can't report. Are we together? Then you lose 250,000 in the future because you think small. Are we together? So we need people who think big, because one day in your business we'll invest 3 million rand. So it's a momentum, it's a step by step, it's a momentum. Are we together? Things are not happening overnight. Are we together? We have a great news that we can also educate you how to buy franchise businesses, so that one day you can own a franchise business. And there are good news whereby you can be a prestige member of Growing Asset, whereby you can get the benefits in the Sun Car Rental, in Fly Safair, in Trivago Hotels. By the way, ICC sabeskupa vouchers zonke eza companies uzibonayo pa spa voucher, Truworths for our shareholders as a gift. Growing Asset is also building a future for your child, where we have a Growing Asset bursary scheme. We'll give you the details at ICC about Growing Asset bursary scheme. Turn a bright future for your child. Are we together? We will have the testimonies of successful stories about the shareholders who made it. Are we together? Who earns a lot of money in the business and their lives have changed. They will be there. And the testimonies of people who market the business, and the top production reward will be announced there for people who are in the running of 300 production in 365 days. We want one shareholder who can bring 300 production, whereby you talk with one person every day. Then, once you reach that target, then we will take you to the garage. You choose a car of your choice. We go to the garage. We ask Komba, Siagwepi garage. And Growing Asset will invest 300,000 to the garage. Then you drive a car of your choice. If, for example, the car you choose, it's more than 300,000. Then as the company will pay 300,000, you will pay the balance. Do you see how it works, ladies and gentlemen? You will pay the balance. In the 1st of October, good news, we go to Mauritius. We take shareholders with your partner of your choice. From South Africa to Mauritius. Can you show Elizad? From South Africa to Mauritius. In the 1st of October. Are we together? Because I'm the shareholders. By telling people about this business, by preaching the story of Growing Asset. Are we together? You only need 50 people. The entry level is 50 people. If you have 50 people, you might qualify, because we'll take the top 15 and their partners. Are we together? By the way, we have good news that in East London at ICC, we will announce people who are in the running for Mauritius. For those people who knock for the Mauritius, some of them, they have 25, 30, they're very close to reach 50 people in order to go to Mauritius. We have 400 production benefit for each and every entrepreneur, that a shareholder, that's about growing asset. You buy the new house. Are we together? So we can motivate everyone who believes that go and talk about this business. Because remember, there are people who don't believe. You must be the first one who show them that if you have faith, all things are possible to God. In Kulanati, we go to Cape Town. In Kulanati, if you market Kulanati, if you market Access Fund, we will take you to Cape Town 7 days, 7 nights in September. Ecclesia auya Mauritius, kauya Cape Town. Kauya Cape Town. Utati partner kuza Cape Town. Uzaulala kamnande Cape Town. 7 days, 7 nights, just telling one person to invest with 100 rand. Are we together? 50, then you go. Siyavana banbagut. Siyavana banbagut. So masisebenzela opportunity. Then in ICC, ICC uzawubona, there will be a special place there. All the cars of growing asset will be there. We will test the cars. The cars will be there. You will come with a taxi. When you come back, you'll drive the car. How many days left? 12 days. We have people in the house, they'll be surprised. When they come back, they come with a car. Are we together? You drive him out. So you will see the cars, we have a special place there where all the cars will be there for growing asset. Are we together? And the new programs will be launched there. I'm not going to tell you now, but we have big things, a big surprise. By the way, in 2025, we have people that will drive new cars without buying that car, but bringing the people. All these things will be launched in ICC. We'll have also these cars, 50 production in 60 days. We'll be testing these cars. It will be promotions. Yabizi motonji. We're growing asset. Yabizi motonji. Siyavana banbagut. And also the program that we have for the phones, 20 production in 31 days, whereby we give you 20,000 rand and we get a phone from Vodacom. So that's a benefit that we have. This is the banking details of the company for someone who say, I want to start this journey to invest in growing asset. I want to start this journey to take the risk of investing in this company. Then we'll take one step forward. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our end of our presentation. In order to become a shareholder, you must have 18 years old. If you don't have 18 years, you can't be a what? A shareholder. If you want to draw your capital investment, it takes how many days? 45 days notice. Then, if you die as a shareholder, when you have a 6 month, the company will pay how much? 10,000 funeral comfort benefit for your beneficiary. Remember, you didn't join insurance, it's a benefit. If you have 12 months as a shareholder and you die, the company will pay you how much? 20,000 rand funeral comfort benefit. Are we together? Then, if you write the shares that we must pay out to your beneficiaries, the percentage of your shares, we will pay for the next 20 years. The next 20 years, because people, they still buy at KFC, they still buy at Spa, they still go to Sasol Garage. We pay your beneficiary 15,000 rand, 30,000 rand, 20,000 rand in your absence. For how many years? For 20 years. We pay your beneficiary the annual dividends, we pay your beneficiary the unit share dividends in your absence. So, hence we say, ladies and gentlemen, take growing asset today. Growing asset. Growing asset. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Ananani, come and take the questions to the shareholders. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we've come to the end. I will allow for each and every one of you to raise your right hand, and then I'll acknowledge you, and then you can ask your questions, and then Mr. Nono will take control. So we're going to take our first round of hands. Okay, there's Umama 1, 2. First round of hands, going once, going twice, okay. 3. Okay, that's our first round of hands. Mama, yes. Mr. Nono,
okay,
then I'm going to give Mom second round of hands.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Olwen Galukchin. All right, my question is on the training, when you are trained as a presenter.
As a presenter.
Right. With that 3,000 allowance.
Yes.
How many presentations are you expected to do? Or regardless of number, whether you have done 2 per month or 3 or 10 per month or 12, is it 3,000 allowance?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I like that question. You know, the 3,000 allowance, we don't want you as shareholder to drive first the car with the empty petrol. And then secondly, I know that as a shareholder, maybe you will need to phone. You know, I know there are many people that will need to talk to you. So you must always have airtime, you understand? And at the same time, it's not specific how many presentation, because remember, you can go to 4 presentation, but some person go to 1 presentation and get 20 people. And you must understand that you build your own business. Are we together? When you present, people, they sign, they join direct to you. Are we together? But remember, sometimes you will need to book here. Are we together? Maybe to book here, you must have 500 an hour. Are we together? So that 3,000 allowance, it can also help you, we understand, to close that gap. Do you understand, shareholder? But shareholder, let me just ask you before, can you go to shareholder? Before you ask this question, do you have grade 12?
My children or myself?
I'm just talking about you. Because you must have grade 12 in order to be accredited.
I'm a graduate.
Thank you very much.
Number 2.
Thank you. So are you ready on the 24th? On the 24th, we'll start to look for the applications. Are we together? Yes. Do you have a driver's license? You must have a driver's license because the company will give you the car. You must have a driver's license.
Yes.
Good evening. Mulweni. I've got 2 questions.
Yes.
La Kulanati. If you join, let's say you take that one, are you allowed to introduce this business to any, or is it strictly if you are a Kulanati, you must stick to Kulanati people?
Yes.
The second one is, if I have not yet, it's the first time, by the way, to come here, and I am not invited, I dreamt about it. She's my witness. I dreamt of you presenting in a school.
Oh, beautiful.
You were following me.
Oh, man.
I knew because she came to my then when I.
Oh, man.
Then the second one is that for Ubandi training, do I have to join a certain amount now for a training there tomorrow? Okay. Or I can get into that training even if Ningene Gokula? Those are my two questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, shareholder. Thank you very much. Okay, let me just correct first something to all the shareholders. Are we together? Because all over when we go, we always have this question that if I joined with 100 Rand, I am a shareholder. Then the question is, yes, you are the shareholder. Are we together? You are the shareholder. Because you sign the form, you buy the shares, you are the shareholder. Are we together? So the moment you invested 100 Rand, you are the shareholder. The moment you invested 100 Rand, you have grade 12. You can apply for presenters. Exactly. Are we together? If you have a driver's license, you invested 100 Rand, you are the shareholder. Are we together? So I don't know this thing when people, maybe I think we need to clarify that shareholders will not be equal, but you are the shareholder. Because they will be different in your profit share return when you invested 100 Rand and someone invested 1,000 Rand and someone invested 10,000 Rand. But the fact is you are the shareholder. Are we together? Now, the second question. You can't market Access Fund if you are not a member of Access Fund. You can't market low-risk investment if you're not in a low-risk investment. Are we together? But let me just tell you something. The secret is there are many people in South Africa, they can afford 100 Rand. So I don't want someone who will undermine yourself when you say, I have 100 Rand. Go for many people. Are we together? We have many people that are struggling to invest 100 Rand. And we can be happy if we can have people who can specialize on that. Do you have 100 Rand? And you must understand that it does not lapse. This is investment. You can invest 100 Rand in 2025. You can invest 100 Rand in 2025 in February. Then you cannot invest anything. You can invest 100 Rand in 2026, do you understand? You can invest 100 Rand in 2027. Then you, in 3 years, we'll give you the dividend of 300 Rand. Do you understand? You don't understand, no? We give you what, so in other words, I'm trying to show you that when you invested 100 Rand, then for 6 months, you didn't invest, it does not collapse. It does not lapse. Do you understand? Because it is not insurance. But we will give you what you invested inside after 3 years. The 100 Rand, the minimum is 100 Rand, the maximum is 2,500. You can put every month if you want. Are we together? But you can say, I can invest 100 Rand this month, 3 months I'm not going to invest. I can invest another 100 Rand after 3 months. It's not going to lapse. But remember, you are not like the same with the person who invests every month. When you invest 100 Rand for 6 months, 100 Rand for 6 months, at the end of the 3 years, we'll get a different dividend. Do you understand, ladies and gentlemen? Are we together, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you very much.
Number 3.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, sir. I hope I'm not asking an unnecessary question.
Yes, yes.
And I also would want to ask you, sir, if it is possible for you to allow me to say something after my question, or after you have answered.
Okay.
My question is, can I take out more investments at the same time, like the 100 and the 1,000 and the 5,000 at the same time? That is my question. Then I would have liked to share something with the people afterwards, sir. Please allow me when you are done, when you have answered the question.
Okay. Who can answer the question?
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Mr. Nono and Tata sitting here, when I listened to your presentation, I can see it's about empowering black people.
Yes.
It's about making black people, putting them also on a financial level,
yes,
like people used to be, that we don't know. Anyway, sir, I came here by accident. I didn't plan this thing. I didn't know about it. I only heard about it today. And my friend brought me here. And I just want to say, I can see this business is about putting us on a financial level. Now, personally, I'm very impressed, and I have already decided what I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to join. But anyway, on the note of empowering black people and putting us on a financial level, Mr. Nono, I am busy with my own something. And because I am praying for my own thing, and because I ended up here accidentally, I was sitting here thinking I cannot go home with what I have and not share it with these people, because I have seen it's people with open mind. Like you said, you don't want people thinking small. Now, the mere fact that we are here, it's a proof that we are not thinking small. We want to get somewhere. I'm not going to say what I'm busy with, Mr. Nono, but people can take my number and contact me later. I will get back to them. Because I honestly feel like we will benefit as black people. That's all I want to say. Sorry, people. I am not trying to jeopardize your thing, because your thing is secured. I am sure everybody here is going to. Tomorrow I'm going to tell my colleagues they can start with 100 rand. But anyway, people, my name is Felicity Honey, and my cell number is 078. I think it's the easiest number in South Africa. It's 078 580 3580. It's 078 580 3580. Mr. Nono, my name is Felicity. Honey is my surname. Mr. Nono, I heard you said you are not, it's that who said he's not a millionaire, but he's making people millionaire. Even him can benefit from what I can share with you, even you guys. I honestly feel we should join people because we can get rich. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is exciting, guys. I know it's not a mistake to be here. Eh?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Number 4.
Hello, everyone. My name is Viggs. Vakel. Yeah. Me also have a question. Because, I have a small business. And now what I'm thinking, as I'm sitting here, I'm thinking about, how about I took, like, my profits, all of them, invest them. Yeah. And now what I'm thinking is this, okay. Let's say I started long-term investment, like for the 5,000. Like, is it possible for me, like, to, like, 5K a week every time? Or 5K a month, 5K every month every time? Yeah. So I wanted to know that question, and so that I want to think big, as you say, sir.
Yeah. Think big.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And also I have a second question. Yeah. My second question is this. I saw there, as you are about to finish, that you say there is a money that is given to your family when you die. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay. So let's say I have money there inside, yeah, on the platform. Will it be given to my family, or is it gonna stay there, yeah, or continuing? So I wanted to know that one. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you very much, Shareholder. I believe is the last one. We have another one, eh?
Yes, we have.
You are the last one, eh?
1, 2.
Yeah, so that we can go on time when we go at home. Shareholder, the first thing, before you invest, you must first understand how it works the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, because your investment will take direct to Johannesburg Stock Exchange. Are we together? And we have different investments there. We have a high-risk investment. We have a low-risk investment. Are we together? You have Kulanat investment. So I think what is important, we need maybe to sit down and check what is your goal first. Are we together? Then we can see which investment you can take based on the different investment that we have. Because remember, some people, they don't want to wait for 3 years. Are we together? Some, they need profit share returns, you understand, on time. Some people, they are not worried about for today, they are looking for the future, which is waiting for a long time. Are we together? So that's why I said, I think, let us just talk and then we can assist you in terms of when you can maybe come to the office if it's possible, or we can meet that, we can assist you which type of investment you can take that can fit your needs. Then the second question, what is the second question?
If you are deceased.
About the beneficiary. When you fill the form, there's also a form for beneficiary. The form for beneficiary, you write your beneficiary and the percentage of shares. It depends how many members do you want to put there. Whether 5 members, 10 members, 1 member. Then we will divide the shares based when you allocate the percentage of shares to your beneficiary. Yes. The last question.
Second last question.
The forms. We'll need forms so that we can help people they want to fill. Or at the back,
Good morning, everybody. Afternoon, sorry. Even though I catch up the presentation later, but I just have 2 questions, more based in terms of a training. Firstly, I want to know that you must be a shareholder before you start a training. Is it a must?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Then my last question is, if you are working but you won't make it every day for a training, so what do you do with that? Or how many days you coming for training in a month so that you can adjust your timesheet? Thank you.
Okay, we don't have trainings every day. It's not like when you go to school. We will just update you when we have a training, then you can come in that day. It's not every day. So as a student enterprise, as a shareholder, we will tell you when we'll have a workshop, maybe once a month. Then you honor just for that day, then another month or 2 days or 3 days, are we together? But it's not every day. Yeah. And even if you are working, you can have a business. Are we together? There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, Mama?
Last question.
Last question then.
For the
we
evening.
can go.
Before we go. Amen.
Molweni shareholders. Leader, into endifuna uyibuza mna, if shareholder uzithengile shares at the same time une-company, then uyakwazi uassistwa kwi-company ibe ingenazi shares yona, wena member ye-company unazo shares.
Thank you very much, shareholder. You know, shareholders, it can be nice if you as a shareholder, you can have shares for your personal capacity. Then your business can have shares. What is your name of your business? He will just assist you with...
It's Hellenic General Trading.
Exactly. What general trading?
Yes.
Then in your company you buy shares, which is your company gets profits. And in your name, with your name and surname, like your personal entity, you buy shares, which means you get profit share returns for yourself, you get profit share returns for your company. Do you understand? Do you understand? You don't understand?
Let me quickly hijack. Sorry, man. Sorry.
No, do you understand? She was...
Shareholders, sorry, man. Ukona indo a crope up after the question yaki. So I need just to ask or to find out, ne? You are having this company, ne?
Yes.
Is it the same shares that you can buy company? Maybe all growing together. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. I think now we need to close shareholders. Ugoze Singer, Shiwazi Transport. Thank you very much for your time. Mr. Ananani, come and close the session. We are the one who started. But before we can close the session, for people who want to fill the forms, we can give you the forms. Do we have forms at the back? Where's the forms? Okay. Okay, look, we have different ways of joining. We have people, they join to the office. If you are not invited by anyone, you can come and join to the office. You're under the office. But if you're referred by someone, then you can join under that person. Are we together? Yeah, but let us just give the contact for if you want more information. You understand? Bonnie, can you come, and who's there? Can you please come so that you can just give out your contact number? Also come, my friend, just your contact number. Ungabanike personal, kubanike umsebenzi. Yeah. Just the contact number if you need more information. Are we together? You can WhatsApp one of our staff members and talk to. That's why we give them cell phones so that you can talk to them. Okay? Just give out your number.
Okay. As I said earlier, that my name is Sinalo and I'm in the finance department. My phone number is 082-891-6503. 082-891-6503. So you can either contact me on WhatsApp or give me a call. Thank you. 082-891-6507. Yes, 6507. Yes, Sinalo Maliwa.
Okay, thank you very much.
Afternoon, I am Nosipo in Agri Research Department. The number is 082-733-0874. 082-733-0874. Nosipo, yes. Agri Research Department.
Ezokulima. Akhona amafama aphendlini. Hayi ke. Nasi dibana akhona amafama. Ngamafama nabo. Oyatsavala. Okay, thank you.
Igama ngu Annelisa Chandu from Communications Department. Number it's 079-952-0532. Again. 079-952-0532. Annelisa Chandu, Communications.
Evening, everyone. My name is Kona Mafani, under the Business Development Service Department. So my number is 079-677-557. Thank you.
in East London. Ne? Yeah, farming. That's why we have agri-research department. Then we'll have the agent there that will visit your farmers, and the cows that we need to invest, and goats and sheep, and you understand, and the animal production, and the primary and secondary and the tertiary. You understand? So please make sure you come to East London. Ne? Please make sure you come to East London. Ne? Okay, Bonnie, she's in the investment department. I cannot advise to call Bonnie, ne? Because it's very difficult to get her on the phone. Are we together? Yeah. It's only when we have a query, you didn't get the profit share return. Are we together? If we didn't get the profit share return, then you can just call for profit share return only.
Yeah.
Are we together?
And I think one of the things that I want to say to shareholders, our responsibility as this team here is to ensure that we pay everyone who's due for a profit share return. We've had a lot of problems, right? Because everyone was attacking us left, right, and center. But this business is here to change the life of a black person. You see, so bear with us. Everyone is going to be paid. I know that a lot of you will send me messages, but I am action-orientated. I think most of you will agree to that. Even if I don't answer you, or if I answer you, let's say at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's because I'm up. But it does not mean that I am not working on your cases. But what's important is that Growing Asset is here to stay. Growing Asset is here to ensure that you get your profit share returns. Okay.
Thank you. Before you finish, in 2024, no, not 5, 2024. Yeah. You understand? In profit share returns, we paid over 17 million rand. Yep. So if you are not serious, don't come and talk to her. Talk to her about profit share return. Are we together? Please. She's very busy. Are we together? I wish you cannot give them their number. You want to give them?
No.
Yeah, because she's very, very busy. Are we together? Sometimes you'll phone her, you will not get her on the phone. Are we together? Bloemfontein?
So, yeah.
Are we together?
We love you from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you, Shareholders. Thank you very much. The con? Okay, no problem.
Yes. Ukuyibuyisela emnyango, to bring it closer to the door. I'd like to say, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, thank you very much for the cordiality that you've shown us. Thank you for the respect. Thank you for the energy. Because at the end of the day, I will not be giving this energy if you guys didn't give me that energy. You know, almost that thing. It's an inner vibe. Ne? So I'd like to say thank you. I hope to see you guys soon. And also, of course, let us make more money. So we started with a word of prayer, and I believe the most important thing would be, of course, to end with a word of prayer. I know that I'm young for one to be closing with a word of prayer, but when this is 10, Dr. Mr. Nono started 10 and yeah. So I'd like for us to just bow our heads and I'll pray in your hearing. Lord, thank you for this opportunity. You say in your book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 11, verses 1, that cast your bread above the water so that you can be able to make a profit. So we see that indeed making a profit is not a bad thing. It is something that which you have for us as an indication that wanting to amass wealth is not a bad thing. But Lord, let it not corrupt us, but let it make us to be better individuals for tomorrow so that we can help those in need. Bless each and every person listening so that in the time to come, others will be future investors. We thank you, we appreciate you, and we love you. Amen. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and this adjourns our... Oh yes, this adjourns our no. So ngicela ukhona umyosisi uyazazi. We have another miniature minute. No, we are done, ladies and gentlemen, we are done. I'm just reminding her, but anfuna umveza. you know. So she knows we're supposed to be having an engagement with her. So Usisi, she said that she got her profit share. Hello, Sisi. Unjani sis?
Ndiyaphila Nkosi, unjani wena?
Ndiyaphila namcela uphakame makubone, phakama sisifamba bakubone. Oh my God. Yes, izakinga masijongeng ngapha yabona nansi mic, at least people will be able to see us. Oh, it is joining up. Oh, sorry. Yes, there's our mic this side. So we have viewers who are actually viewing us online, ladies and gentlemen. So this is from, I'd like to ask, how do you feel, or how did you feel ngela xesha iyangena payment notification yakho?
Well, firstly, I was shocked because when I started this journey, I didn't expect money to just come into my account.
Oh, okay, uthi masondele ngapha ke, masondele ngapha mntasekhaya. Yes, sabotage le lighting yalapha ekhaya. Yes, sabotage. Yes, okay, so start again. Okay, this is from ngicela undixelele igama lakho and your surname and how ke ungene njani growing asset.
Mna ndinguNandipha Patricia Contswana. Ndingene Mr Nono apha. Bendithanda udibana naye eGreen Acres endicacisela kwangela xesha lika Dew Point. So eziba ndihamba naye wamane ndicacisela ndade ndangena ke kwa growing asset.
Okay, siyayibulela lona. So when ungene ngephi ke, did you use Kulanati, Access Fund or the growing asset one? Which one, low risk, which one?
Ndivele ndangena straight kwa growing asset.
Okay, I know asizuyibuza imali because asifuna ingena. But can you tell me what was the feeling like ngela xesha ufumene i-payment notification yakho?
Well, andifuna uphosisa. Ndandingayilindelanga ukubone xa ujoina something uzixelela into ba, you know, you just want to try it.
Yes.
Well, when I didn't even know before ukuthi ndifumene imali. I just saw when I was opening i-app yam ndinemali ndikoma andiyazi le mali ivelaphi. So I messaged all of the people that I know, like my mother, my cousins, my brothers, ubani undifakela imali, because it just said ABSA.
Yes.
So I didn't know ukuthi ivelaphi le mali. So wonke umuntu wathi hayi ayindima ukufakela imali ndikoma hey I don't know, maybe mistake ebhankeni. So I found my I'm serious, I'm dead serious. So I found my bank and the bank said that it's gonna check reference. So I found out ukuthi imali esuka kwa growing asset.
So I'm guessing you know when asizakubona pha eMauritius mos.
Well, mandisikele enqatheni ndithi ewe ndizawubona eMauritius. And also for the second time I wasn't expecting money. Even this second time ndifumana imali kwa growing asset, ndapost egroupini ndithi I don't know if yile mali lena ingenileyo. They confirmed again ukuthi ewe yiyo. So ivele nje imali ingene khohlo ungakhange uyilindele.
Siyabulela kakhulu siswam. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen. Anani Leri Mfengwana here with Growing Asset. Peace and have a lovely day. Thank you.